Miss Priscilla, you're back with the Miss Earth. How do you feel about it?
I was never gone. I think, of course, I have a very good relationship with this organization. They're the reason why I end up in the Philippines. So my love for them is eternal. And I'm just so glad because there's so many beautiful girls, and I'm excited because these are promises. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a wonderful, beautiful, intelligent representative of the Philippines. And I look forward to cheer for her in Vietnam.
Mahirap po bang mag-judge? Kasi maraming magandang maraming
Yes,
girls.
kasi surprisingly, they're very pretty without makeup, which is a good thing, but as a judge, it's hard. It's hard because also, you know, when you judge beauty of face, you need to understand that in a pageant, although you're judging right now bare face, we also need to take consideration how they would look with a full production.
Ano po hinahanap po sa mga girls specifically?
Of course, ako naman, since it's a beauty pageant, I really always look after the beautiful smile because I believe the smile is really the window to the soul, and when the candidate has a beautiful smile, it can really light up the whole room. So I'm really like after the beautiful smile and how I can see through to her soul.
Miss Priscilla, speaking of smile, you smile beautifully. Parang wala ka pinagdadang problema.
Alam mo, I always tell everybody actually, like, and my friends always laugh about my quotes. But I say, alam mo, kung hindi ka dumadaan ng problema, ibig sabihin patay ka na. So, buhay pa rin ako. I believe that challenges happen so that you can grow as a person, and then you can, you know, look forward to better days to come.
Trending social media recently, how do you react about it?
Well, you know, social media is a very powerful thing. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad things, and I always want to remind people, and I even remind myself on a daily basis that everybody goes through things that you don't know about. We should not assume that you know everything. You know, there is a lot of things that we do not know, and knowing that, it's very empowering because then you start to look at people and see situations with a different eye, and you become less judgmental, and you become more empathetic about, you know, what people is going through. We all going through trials, and just because a person has a smile in the face, it does not mean that they won the battle or they lost anything. It just means that they're survivors. They're going through life, you know, with challenges just like everyone. We're all humans, we all go through things, and what set us apart, you know, it's really how good of a person you are and how good your heart is. So as long as you keep your heart forward and know what your rights are, what to fight for, and when not open your mouth, you're good.
Would you say na winner ka sa fight, sa laban?
Wala laban eh. From my knowledge, I was always a winner. I never lost any of the fights. So it's not being yaban. It's just that I never go into something that I know I cannot handle. So unfortunately, nowadays there is a lot of wannabes, people that are trying to use social media to become famous. I never use social media to become famous. I know who I am. I've been established. You know, I've been through a lot. I've won a lot of pageants. In my professional life, I've had different kind of businesses. Just because I'm not in the limelight, just because I'm not in a soap opera or in a, you know, TV setting kind of thing, it does not mean that I'm not successful in my own way and my own field. It just happens that unfortunately some people use the social media to try to become somebody. But I'm a Christian, and I'm a true believer that, you know, the truth always comes out, and I'm not here to say that this person's lying or that person is making up stories or things like that. All I can say to the people that is cheering, you know, for families to be restored, for, you know, for God to, you know, touch people's lives, is that the truth always comes out. And if you want to know anything about, you know, I'm an open book. I was always like that. I have nothing to hide. I always speak my mind. It just happens that social media gives us a platform to speak more open about things, and it's my private time to spend with my friends and family, you know. So whatever I say, when I say, are things that I believe, that I want to share, that I want to, you know, put some enlightenment on. And if you want to know what's happening, you just go to my social media. Don't go to any other medias and try to figure things out, because I've heard like funny things. I've been actually little bit scary, you know, how people can make up stories and say things and, you know, just like assume things. So let's just not assume. Let's just pray that everything that happens is for the better good. And that's all.
Siguro last na lang, kamusta po kayo ni Sir John ngayon?
Okay naman, John and I were never fighting. That's the weirdest thing. You know, it's just that we've been married for 12 years. Of course, when I first met John, I was very young. I was in love. You know, we both have gone through a lot, you know, to find out who we are, what we want to be now, 10 years from now. And just like any marriages, our marriage is going through trials, you know. It's always a battle because people do not understand that I am not a Filipino. You know, so culturally, that is always struggles. As a foreigner, I always need to adjust. As a foreigner and as a woman, I'm always sacrificing for the family. John is aware of that. But as a woman also, I have my rights. And as a strong woman, I need to let my partner and people around me know what I expect and until, you know, what I can handle, what I cannot handle. So Joy and I, we always, you know, speak very freely one to another. And then it's just like that, you know, men and women are different. They have different expectations. But we both believe in family and he made his intentions always very clear to me. And I've made my expectations very clear about him. So I'm just praying that we can meet halfway and you know, it's just how life is.
Super last.
Yes.
Bakit po ang ganda niyo pa rin po?
Oh, salamat. You know, people don't know, but last year, actually, for a couple of years, I was going through a health problem.
Okay.
Which made me gain a lot of weight and a lot of struggles, of course. Just like someone that always see myself in a certain way, you know, when you gain a lot of weight and as you grow older, of course there is a lot of disappointments that you face on and sometimes your confidence gets knocked out.
Yeah.
But it does not mean that you lost the battle. So I was just so blessed and glad to find out what my health issue was. I've been currently medicated and now my energy is up. I wasn't able to even, you know, work out at all. It was very limiting my condition and now my energy is back and my hormones, it was a hormonal issue, big time. So my hormones are controlled and then, you know, I was able to also to engage in a new business which helped me to lose a lot of weight. I was able to help to develop a product which I use and make me lose like almost 30 pounds already. For women that, you know, are facing the same difficulties that I am because I'm 39, turning 40 this year. So your metabolism is different, you know, your body is different. And of course, as a mature woman, you know, you always want to look your best and feel your best, which is more important. So I'm just so glad that everything's turned out to be amazing. God is good.
Thank you po.